Mayim Bialik, good to have you with us.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations, another Emmy nomination.
Thank you.
You were surprised, I heard, to
I
get
was
this
very
nom.
surprised.
Why?
I was more surprised the second time than I was the first, and I was pretty surprised the first time.
How come?
I don't know. I'm just surprised.
Yeah, I saw some. I think it was like a tweet or something that you said. Here are all the reasons why I will not win.
That's right. Well, there was an article about all the amazing women in my category, and as I'm reading it, I'm thinking they are really amazing.
I have no chance. But Amy
I don't know about
Farrah Fowler
that.
is such a funny character, so contagious. Do you ever wonder what they're going to do next with her? Because she's had such a fun evolution on the show.
I think that's part of the fun. I mean, it's all our writers. It's all our writers. Anything can come out of Amy's mouth, and we get to do a lot of new things. I get to kind of work with, you know, most of the characters in different funny permutations, but it's absolutely our writers and what they want to come up with. So I really feel like that's who that Emmy would be. You know, that's who the nomination's for. It's for our writers. You know.
And a lot of Emmy nominations: hairstyling, art direction,
Yeah.
editing. Jim Parsons
Jim
also.
Parsons and our show as well.
And the show as well, so
great.
obviously very popular.
We're very excited, yes.
Season 7 starts in September. Can you tell us anything? We told you it was going to be a little bit hot today, and it certainly is. Welcome, Virginia Madsen. Good to have you with us.
That was awesome.
Tell us about making this movie. It's Cameron Manheim. It's you. It's Wanda Sykes. What an incredibly funny group of ladies.
Oh, it was a wonderful group of ladies, and you know, I just fell in love with all of them on first sight, and we're all still friends. I mean, it was kind of ridiculous. We had way too much fun and got paid for it.
Yeah, listen, I mean, the guys have their movies, you know, and this is totally a chick flick.
It really is, but it's so good and it's so funny that it's certainly men will enjoy it as
I feel
well.
like it falls into the Bridesmaids category,
That's what I was gonna say. Yes,
it does.
men could
Yes.
totally enjoy it just as
Oh,
much.
yeah,
Hilariously
absolutely.
funny. And then it crosses over. So the story is essentially that you're a group of ladies who were a high school basketball team.
Yes.
Were many years ago.
Many years ago.
But the team gets back together to raise
Yes.
money for breast cancer and to take the current high school basketball championship team down a notch.
Yes.
Is that right?
Because they're mean girls and they're making fun of us for being old ladies. But one of the girls is Brooke Shields' daughter, so there's a conflict there. And all of us kind of have to go through a journey, if you will.
Yeah.
And-
Karina's joining us right now to talk a little bit about her show. You were looking at that clip saying, oh, we kept messing up. You look great up there.
No, you know what? Because we just had Luis Enrique start his run on Broadway, who's the Prince of Salsa. And now that we've done maybe like 5 or 6 shows together, it's so much better. It's so like, well, you know, figured out. Everybody moves in the right place,
Man,
and that
none
was
of
the
us can
first
do
time.
that. We're all sitting there going, they're looking fantastic. Are you kidding me?
It's a fabulous show. Thank you. It's like you got to check it out. It's so emotional, and people like after the show they all come up like, oh, we're gonna go, you know, learn tango. We're gonna go for a romantic dinner. It brings out things in you that, you know, that a show should like that.
So show me a recipe we can use where we don't need salt. Lemons can take care of it.
Okay, well, I'm going to start off with making just a real simple vinaigrette. And I think it's just something that we can do without buying something store-bought that already has extra additives, sodium, mostly,
Tons of sodium and, yeah.
sugar, you know, other processed items that really we don't need in our diets, okay?
Okay.
So, in fact, I'm going to have you help me out.
I'd love to.
Because you look like you could handle it.
I can handle whatever
You
this
look
is.
like you'd be really
oh.
good at that. So here's what I have, and I like to do this in a ball jar
Okay.
or something of this nature. Why? Because I'm just going to make it in here, put the lid on, keep it in the fridge, ready to
And
go
then it
whenever.
keeps for a good long while.
And we're not doing dishes. We just
love
have
that.
to clean the magic wand and we're good, right?
Okay.
So I have some fresh squeezed lemon juice.
And
okay?
how many lemons is that about?
This is about 4 lemons.
4 lemons, okay.
Now we're going to make a big batch. So if you want to make a smaller batch, clearly you could maybe go with 1.5 lemons,
less.
1 lemon. And you know, when you make a vinaigrette, this is what I always tell people. Use your taste buds, follow your taste buds. There's no real ratio necessarily. There's something, an idea in your head you should have, but you can mess around with this. You can add your own ingredients, subtract some ingredients you don't like. This is your time to make your own signature.
So it's to taste. It's everything is just to taste.
This is correct. And
Sounds
as
good.
every good chef knows, we always measure.
You know, desserts don't have to be cloyingly sweet, you know,
Right.
especially in summertime. If we want to eat a little healthier, right? So I
Yes.
like to really include a lot of acidity in my food.
Okay.
So we're going to start over here. You're going to make
Okay.
a cherry vinaigrette. In the bowl, we already have some cherry juice.
Okay.
So I just want you to start whisking. You have a little bit of honey,
Honey.
rice wine vinegar, red wine vinegar, a little bit of salt, no
Okay.
sugar.
No
and then here's
sugar.
your olive oil. So just kind of mount that in.
Yep.
You're professional. You know what
I
you're doing
got
over
this.
here. Sarah, on this side, we're going to do a little bit of a tarragon syrup. You know?
Okay.
Summer is really a great time for herbs and a lot of I love peppermints, I love tarragon's times. So a key to keeping a nice, great color is to shock it and blanch it first. So you have boiling water. I just want you to take all this tarragon, throw it right into the
boiling water. Okay.
Can you
good.
use too much tarragon? I have a question.
No, you
Okay.
can't because then you could just dial it back later
Got
on.
it.
Okay.
So let it there for 30 seconds and then immediately put it into the ice water. At this point, you would put it into the blender.
Okay.
In the blender, we have simple syrup, but I already have this syrup made, so just give it 30
All right.
seconds. You'll see what this does is this kind of shocks it and locks in the chlorophyll, so it keeps it nice and green.
Right.
Otherwise, it would turn brown over time as it oxidizes. So this keeps it from turning brown.
شبال لاقر لجي يمتامر صونات صام لجن يم لجي تقابو يلون